Alright guys, today we're going to talk about the adjustment brush tool. I use this tool a lot. There might be certain areas of the photo that I want to pop out a little bit more, so a lot of times I'll see myself going to the adjustment brush tool. So we're going to come over to the develop module and we're going to select our brush tool at the top right hand corner, and then we're going to select the effect that we want to work with. We're going to be working with clarity today, so but you can click on there and kind of just see the different things that you have to work with. So I'm going to reselect my clarity. Next, I'm going to check my brush size and feather and flow. I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger brush at the top because there's more space. With my feather, I always like to have my feather up a good bit so I have a nice soft flow. I don't want to make a hard line. And then with the flow, I always keep it at 100. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to start essentially what I call painting the effect onto the picture. So you see how the bleachers have been made a little bit clearer? I'm going to bump that up a little bit just to show you what that looks like. So see how they stand out a little bit more in the background. We came to this football field for some of the football effects, so that's why I want to paint them in there a little bit more so we can kind of see just how that makes everything stand out around there. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to lower my brush size just a little bit just to get in a little closer to the edges here. So see how that feather blends? You don't want a hard line against anything for the most part, so that's why, like I said, that's why I'm using a light feather tool. Then another thing I like here, if you want to see where you painted, hey, what if I missed a spot? You can come down here and you can check mark Show Selected Mask Overlay. When I paint on that, whenever I click on that, I can see that I did a pretty good job getting most of that. So that's just kind of an overview of our clarity tool. Oh, one more thing here. So you don't always have to turn clarity up. You might want to turn it down. You can do that in the slider too. If you pull the slider to the right hand side, it's going to increase the effect. If we go to the left hand side, that's going to decrease the effect. So I'm just going to kind of pull it back up where that was at. Guys, and that's a little bit of information on how to use the clarity feature with the adjustment brush tool.